Something imminent is coming right around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, AMC stock is up 5% on the day. This is important. Now, there's very few kind of pieces of news that is happening today for AMC. A lot of this could just be digestion of earnings. And B. Riley Securities, they increased their Q3 2023 earnings per share estimates for shares of AMC Entertainment in a report released on Wednesday, August 9th, which was just a couple of days ago. So I don't know if this is the reason, but they say that AMC will post earnings per share of 6 cents for the quarter, up from their prior forecast of 8 cents. The consensus for AMC's current full year earnings is 38 cents per share. So I don't think that's what is happening today. And this is Wedbush analyst did raise their earnings targets to 26 cents per share for the full year. This was following AMC's earnings. This was from Wedbush, but nothing is happening today that is causing this 5% move. Now, maybe there is, and maybe someone knows something, baby. We're going to go ahead and get into everything that you need to know for the trading day today. Now, the first thing that I want to keep you in mind of is the last time we got news from the courts, it happened on a Friday. And today's a Friday. So it wouldn't surprise me if some more news came out here in after hours, and maybe that's something worth having a little bit of upside exposure for. We will ultimately see, but a 5% move on a day where the NASDAQ is down 0.5% is 10 times the outperformance. You typically don't see this on AMC. Now, some other things that could be driving somewhat of a positive reaction today in AMC stock is AMC's FTDs. Now, AMC's FTDs have been large. They're large today. They're going to be large next week as well. So I find this hard to believe that this is actually the thing that is affecting AMC as well today, especially causing a 5% move. That sounds very strange. Today's FTDs that come due is about 12.7 million. This is actually down from 14.6 million on August 9th, the day after AMC reported earnings. So I don't know if this is what it is. Could be helping it. The Stonko tracker data is showing some more calls going into the money today. Now you're seeing 55,000 calls in the money. Out the money calls at 196,000. These expired today by the close of trading today. 65,000 puts currently in the money. 343,000 puts that are out the money that will expire out the money. So this could be having a positive effect as well. Now, the two most likely things, in my personal opinion, that are having an effect on AMC stock today is either some of the illegal naked shorting activity is possibly coming to an end, or we're seeing a lot less of it today. That's a possibility. The second possibility is someone knows something. Okay, AMC stock is in the mini kind of handle formation of a cup and handle chart pattern. This typically tends to be bullish. Now, what you're seeing today is a continuation of this upside trend that we have seen ever since the courts basically approved this or denied this conversion, right? We've seen this chart continue to trend to the upside. This is very good news. Very, very good news for AMC shareholders. I personally think it's probably because there's good news coming. At least that's what you tend to see on a lot of stocks, is you'll get kind of positive reactions days leading up into earnings, and then what happens? Earnings are phenomenal. It's almost too easy to see, so you want to pay attention when you see a massive outperformance like we are today. Up 1 or 2%, that's not too crazy. 3 to 4 times what the NASDAQ is doing. That's almost as expected given AMC's beta, but outperforming the NASDAQ by 10x? 20x? That doesn't make a lot of sense, okay? And that's definitely telling you something. Now, let's take a look at some of the option activity today. 4% positive order value, 46 orders totaling 18.1 million. So definitely not getting a sign of good news there, but that was the same a couple Fridays ago when we got news from the courts. That Friday had very negative option flows. It was very, very negative, which was kind of a head scratcher at the time. And even again, what you're seeing today is $3.64 million trade for September 15th at the $10 put, a $3.09 million August 18th $10 put coming in right now, a $604,000 put coming in as well for September 15th. You're seeing a lot of these very big options trades today as well, which is very similar to what we seen a couple Fridays ago. So keep this in mind. I like to look at options. I like to think it does make a difference, or at least can tell you when something strange is going on. But with AMC, it's almost ass backwards. When the option flow is very negative, you tend to get good news for AMC. So kind of strange what we're seeing today. Now, AMC stock is on the threshold securities list, 27.5% short interest of free float. Live short interest, the amount of shares currently sold short, 142 million. 350.6% cost to borrow average. Cost to borrow max, 359.31%. Cost to borrow minimum, 336%. Interactive Brokers has cost to borrow fees of about 243.5% currently for AMC stock. Now, days to cover at 8.4. Shares out on loan 198.3 million. Free flow out on loan 38.41 million. Estimated short interest of free flow 27.49%. Now, let me kind of explain this as I have in other videos as well. What could be happening, now I wouldn't hold my hat on this, but it's a possibility that AMC might just dismiss this or try to dismiss this whole court proceeding in general. They might try to say the reverse split, yeah, we're not even going to do that anymore. It's too much kind of diversion, right? Or differences within the AMC community. We're just going to cancel that. Now that we're profitable, they could, in theory, raise debt cheaper than maybe they otherwise could have. Or maybe they try to do something else, and that is just vote on like raising 30 million shares or 50 million shares or something, in contrast to doing a reverse split and raising many times more than that number as far as shares, and dilute us a lot more. I think investors would actually go for a small capital raise, nothing too crazy. In exchange, well, AMC's share price would rocket if they canceled the court proceeding and said they were going to pursue other matters to raise capital. That would be like your best case scenario. Arbitrage trade would be done at that point. The short thesis would have a lot less legs to stand on because AMC is now profitable, at least in the last quarter, and it looks like this next quarter will also be profitable. That is a potential. And it's kind of just been a thought that I've had over the past couple of days. Just, I don't know, maybe watching the stock for years, every single day, monitoring the moves, kind of makes you question and wonder maybe it's intellect on potentially some things that are being discussed. Now, all I know is when you see moves like this on a day with no news and a pretty bad day for the broader markets, especially small cap stocks, it makes you pay attention to AMC a little bit more. Maybe that's where the speculation is coming from. So that is also a possibility. Now, the 200-day moving average is the next level to watch. That is currently sitting at $5.31 per share. You're at $5.25 per share. You're pretty dang close to that. If you break out above the 200-day moving average and see a close above that, whether it's today and after hours, whether it's the next trading day on Monday, that's positive either way you want to look at it. The 100-day moving average probably going to serve as a nice level of support at $4.84 per share. You're probably not going to fall under that level, so keep that in mind. On the worst case scenario, that 50-day moving average is at $4.62 per share, and that's where you would find a lot of support at the lower end range. Now, the RSI, as I explained in the last video, looks very good. The last time the RSI looked this strong, not just seeing a big spike and you ultimately plummet, last time it's been this strong was back here in March or really June, July of 2022, where the RSI kind of hit that oversold level, bounced, and just slowly made its way to the upside. And the stock increased 3x in this time period, and AMC never went overbought until the peak, until you were tripled up, right? Up 300% from the lows that we had seen at about $6 per share and hit the highs at about $18 per share. That's the same point in reference that I'm looking at here. That's the last time the RSI has been this strong. I think that is something to also pay attention to as well. The MACD also in very positive territory also, guys. So these are some of the things that I'm kind of speculating on, that I'm seeing happening. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about all of this information. It looks like a big announcement could be imminent just based on the move we're seeing today. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.